FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. See Drew Brees and the Washington football team versus Justin Herbert and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by the all-time leader in terms of passing yards in NFL history, their 41-year-old quarterback, Drew Brees.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Tackle made by Terrence.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 16 carries, 53 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Taken down by DeForest.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by Hollister.
Herbert's pass.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brees. And he whips that one incomplete there. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and
now Brees on 3rd down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
At the 49-yard
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brees now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Brees. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
3rd and 4.
Brees to throw again.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
now Scott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he stopped immediately there.
Boston Scott.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarm. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass.
Santos on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
Washington 3. Bengals nothing.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Freeman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down.
40-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Freeman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Bengals.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss right, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Dumping this off underneath to Booker. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
8-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
Ties the game at 3-3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the tight end Dixon left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Herbert. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time. And that'll make it third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brees. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Well, again, they'll throw with Brees. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Brings up a 3rd down. Now Brees again. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Herbert got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open man here is Scott, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd
From the
and
gun, Herbert brought in over the middle by Grant. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
the Bengal first down.
Now it's Freeman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2-yard line.
Second and 12. Freeman again. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that is incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
3-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down, Brees. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. Shotgun now for Brees. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott.
Brees.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Number 23, Devontae.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Bengals.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down and 7 yards.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Again, it's Fournette.
At the 6.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
The ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and...
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Good for a Washington.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Brees. Short throw to Smith. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Brees. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals.
From the 29, Brees complete. Jefferson the target. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Scott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Fournette on the counter. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Washington on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Makes this Washington 6. Bengals 3.
We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. A big spot for the rookie Herbert. That's caught by Hollister. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
The 34-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Fournette. The tackle made by Todd Davis. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 15 yards the pickup, 1st down Washington.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. They'll run with Scott, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 33-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
1st and 10 at their own.
So now the Bengals down on the scoreboard. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Jakeem Grant.
Back to throw. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Brockers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Booker. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
The 20. Caught left side, Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One last throw here for Herbert. And he's into the end zone with no time left on the clock. And they're an extra point away from winning this game.
Break out the oxygen tanks, partner. The air just left this place. This crowd was in a frenzy. They thought they were going to win. Now they're just an extra point away from leaving here with a really disappointing loss.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for the Bengals, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.